Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this beautiful Ohio day? Chickens are liking it. We got some rain this morning, a little cooler. It is supposed to move out here in a bit though, and the nicer weather return. So when I bought this truck originally, I was thinking I'm going to take the bed off, put a flat bed on it. I could probably get one installed for $5,000 roughly. I know Noah had one put on one of his Chevys, and I think it was around $5-6 grand, depending if you wanted to go steel or aluminum. We used ALE in the past, and they do a great job out there, so I know I could get one done there probably pretty quickly. So that was my original idea, was to take that bed off, just because it does have rust around the back fenders. I know some people say that's a big deal. Some people say it's not a big deal. And in reality, to me, it's not a big deal, but I also know when I pull up to a customer, sometimes they can have opinions on what they think your service is going to be like depending on your vehicle. I know there's a lot of information out there and a lot of people's thoughts and opinions on that. This is just my opinion. I think a customer, if you pull up and you have a rusted out vehicle, it can give them that aspect of you're going to be a cheaper, lesser service. And that's just my opinion, you know, and I don't agree with that. I don't disagree with that. That's just what I think they can think sometimes whenever you pull up. So my original, you know, the front is really good. The front fenders, the truck doors, the cab itself is really good. The bumpers are really good. It's just simply the fenders. It's not all the way through. Like the backside still feels pretty solid. It's got that plastic liner up in there. But it just looks bad from a distance, being all bubbled and rusted there. Same thing with the other side. Same thing here, just not as bad. And like I said, the rest of the truck is really, really good. No rust really at all that's on the surface. The doors are pretty good. And yeah, just a hair there. Rest is really good. Clean, just work truck. That's all it was. He was a mason. So this truck really, you know, it's got a lot of mason dust in it. But it's not any worse than, you know, a landscape truck, if you know what I'm saying. We make stuff dirty. If I was that worried about it, I would clean it. But I'm honestly not that worried about it. So, yeah, I just pulled it over here out of the way real quick. I got to get these tires on. Got to get those tires on. They're not that bad yet. They're getting there. So as soon as I find somebody in the area, I normally went to a guy called Perry Tire, but yeah, this one's real bad. He is no longer at the spot that I went to. So, yeah, we're going to be putting a plow on this. I have something in the works. It's going to be exciting for this one. I think it's going to be really, really cool. And then, you know, we'll figure out what we're going to do for salt spreader. And, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts with this truck. Overall, really happy with it. Glad to add it. All right, guys. So those bandit signs work like crazy. Everybody in this area here seems to be putting their leaves in these bags. I don't even know what's going on here. There's paper bags. I don't know if maybe they have some kind of recycling in this area. A lot of people have them though. But anyways, we did one just behind me there. I was gonna go over there, but they're working on the road or whatever. And we put that bandit sign up. And we got 3 calls already in this area. We're gonna be doing an estimate on this one here. All right, guys, just spoke with the owner here. And his trees are about empty, but the big one in the back has not dropped yet. And he's kind of wanting to hit them all at one time. So he asked if possibly we could just do it in like 2 to 3 weeks and hopefully get the majority of them. This oak though, you know how that goes. They tend to hold on. So there's no saying when the majority are going to drop, but I did tell him, hey, we will go, you know, until it pretty much freezes to the ground with a large amount of snow. So come in, blow everything out, all the beds. Same thing back here. Same thing over here. Ooh, a lot of acorns. Look at that. Squirrels will love that. All right, so the other owner came out, and when I was walking back here, I was like, man, this lawn looks familiar, but I didn't connect the dots until she came out. And we actually came out and looked at this property in the springtime. We sent over an estimate, but they're very particular about their lawn, and they wanted this baby push mowed, and it was just not in the cards for us to be able to do that, so we did not get this account. But they need leaf cleanup, and yeah, we're gonna work them up a price, come in, blow everything out, bring it right to the street, vac it up, and take it all away. So yeah, we'll send over a nice price and go from there. So the rain moved out, which we thought was going to be all day, and it ended up being a complete waste of time coming out here. We got through one property, moved on to the next one, and it just started downpouring, and it never stopped the rest of the day. And that's going to be a last mow for this customer for the 2024 season. So another good morning to you guys. We got completely rained out yesterday, which was unfortunate. They were saying it was going to be out by like noon, 1 o'clock, which that was when I was kind of doing that estimate right around that time. And yeah, it ended up getting worse that afternoon. This morning it's extremely wet as well. But anyways, TQ's down there. We got a ton of trash this week. Yummy.
Gotta make sure you get the back side of the trucks, the cars.
quick just because new subscribers come on, people try to nitpick little things. They'll say, well, why was this ever this tall? Well, normally they have a bunch of dumpsters and stuff in this area, and it naturally grows up underneath of there. Well, it's wide open now. There's no semis, no dumpsters. So I took the opportunity here to knock it down. We even go a little bit further towards this property because they don't maintain as good as the property that we service. So knocking this all down. There was typically a trailer over here, like a tandem axle. It's gone now, so just want to get this area cleaned up as much as possible. Ran out of washer fluid, so need to get that filled up. Guess the Japanese vehicles don't hold a full gallon, half gallon.